You are about to experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the one to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 136.
Getting close to 150.
Yeah, getting there.
Getting there.
To 150, which I'm sure we'll have a special episode for 150.
Nope.
No?
Nothing special.
Nothing special, huh?
We don't get to do any more special episodes till we reach our 1 millionth episode.
Hey, TJ! Have you looked at the calendar recently?
Nope.
It's the end of the month. You know what that means, don't you?
What does that mean?
That means we pitch Patreon.
Oh, shit. Yes, if you don't sign up for Patreon now, you will miss.
You will miss a bunch of shit.
A bunch of shit. You know, I get
The universe
messages from miserable motherfuckers every month saying, "Why didn't I get a link for the private show?"
Because you signed up too late.
Yep.
Because you weren't on Patreon, bitch.
Well, they are, but they didn't sign up on time.
Yeah, you gotta. If you want to see the private show next month, you gotta sign up this month, and their fucking time is running short. There's only a few days left in the month. Pieces of fucking shit.
Patreon.com/DP.
Fucking disgusting garbage audience.
You're garbage, TJ.
You're garbage, Scotty.
You know, TJ, there's two things I wanted to talk to you about. You know,
Oh, God.
Do you have your moment, TJ? You just relax, man. You're sitting down.
Yep.
You're good. Okay.
Sitting.
First off, happy birthday to the greatest Star Trek actor of all time, Will Wheaton. My personal favorite.
What?
Wesley Crusher. Oh yeah. You know what? Will Wheaton is such a talented guy, and Wesley was such a dynamic and complicated character.
He was Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah. He was Gene Roddenberry. Another thing, TJ, I want to point out is I think, and this is really maybe a little bit towards Ben, but mostly TJ, this podcast has become the Drunken Sellout podcast. You're a fucking sellout, TJ. And the only thing that can save this podcast is me. People are trying to say you need to rein me in, TJ. Well, I'm breaking free from those reins that TJ's trying to contain me. And honestly, TJ has tried to contain me. He's like, Scotty, you're making me look real bad and real dumb on the show. Cut that shit out and stop it. You notice when I'm here and we have a guest, I try to defend the guest. I'm like, TJ, let's listen to what this guest has to say. And you're like, shut up, guest. I don't care about what you have to say. I hope I kill you someday. Hope you happen to cross the street and I'm supposed to stop. But instead of stopping, I'll run you over and kill you. Then you'll be dead. I'm TJ.
That's exactly how it happens.
And that's exactly
every time.
I am the greatest drunken peasant, TJ, and you know it. Just admit it, TJ, and we can stop having this pointless debate about who is the greatest drunken peasant.
Okay.
You admit it?
I admit it.
All right, thank you. TJ, that was easy. It was easy to acknowledge your betters when you confronted with the facts, you accept it, you move on. We don't have to talk about it anymore.
All this was after, much deliberation on TJ's part.
Yep.
He really had to think things through.
Intense.
I always like when I read the comments, it's like, anytime we have a guest, it's always like, nobody stupid fucking guest. And everything else will be like, TJ, mean to the guest. And it's like, it's TJ. What do you expect TJ's going to do? How are you doing today?
Hi, guest.
Hi, guest. I love you.
Can I get you anything while you're here?
Need a drink? A sandwich, maybe?
Yeah, make you a bologna sandwich.
I don't eat meat.
Fuck you, then, guest. Piece of shit.
You don't. Well,
kick them down the
You don't eat
stairs.
meat either now, TJ.
Yeah.
So you think?
She is the laziest vegetarian in the world, though. He just I'm not gonna eat meat. He just eats tons and tons and tons of milk and cheese.
So
you act like
So
it's healthy.
are you drinking milk again?
no.
He had a giant milkshake the other day, though, which was pretty funny.
Well, that's different.
Sounds like drinking milk to me.
Yeah,
But I don't buy milk to drink it.
Oh,
I don't buy it. I just use it when my friends have it.
Yeah. So that's less.
so you're shit, TJ.
Oh my god! And the milkshake I had was the best. It was chocolate
It's
ice
so
cream,
good.
and it was made with chocolate milk too.
It's so good.
It was fucking decadent.
It's so good.
And I got the extra large, and it was delicious.
38 ounces of pure joy.
And then I fell into a sugar coma for about
Oh,
four
no
hours.
way. You don't say.
Yeah,
You don't say.
I do say. I just did say.
You just did say? Are you a sensei, TJ?
Shut up.
One other thing before we move on with the show, we want to mention that our show from May, our Patreon show from May, is now available at Vimeo On Demand for $5. There's a link down in the description. Feel free to go there and check it out. It's pretty awesome. It's actually one of my favorite ones
Yeah, so
that we've ever done.
you may go watch it now.
What? You're garbage, TJ. Why are you even here, TJ? If you're not going to put in 100%, TJ, or 110%, why are you going to show up, TJ?
I don't know.
TJ, you broke the bed. At least push the broken bed parts under the bed so nobody can see it. I can't reach it.
I
Never
want it.
mind. I don't care. I broke the bed. They should have had a better bed.
Well, they should have.
The logic of TJ.
TJ.
Nothing is TJ's fault. Someone else should have done something better.
Yep.
You know what you? I know you don't.
It's my world. You just live
You
in
very
it.
rarely have complaints about fast food. Okay, like if she goes and eats fast food, like pretty much like it doesn't matter. He's like, oh, okay, I accept it. You know, basically like his food will be smashed in half and like it'll be served to him by a disgruntled teenager, and he's like, that's fine. Take you to any restaurant, like a sit down restaurant. Oh my god, this service is abysmal. Waiter, bring me a fresh drink. You know, and if everything's not perfect, she just like, that was a terrible experience. I can't stand this. Go to McDonald's, here's your hamburger, throw it on the ground, smash it, shit on it, piss on it. She just like, tastes good to me.
Yeah, give it to you 30 minutes later.
Hey, McDonald's food does not rot, so
That's not a good thing.
Yeah,
I know.
that is true, though. It doesn't
they
rot.
can serve it to you even when the apocalypse happens. You know, you go to McDonald's, the burgers there are still good.
Until they run out of their, supply.
Well, that's why you got to keep everyone off their land, protect their berries with Stevie. You gotta get Stevie.
Berries and fish.
You gotta get Stevie as the doorman.
And then the funny thing about that was how he was
What
so...
fish? There's no fucking fish on his land.
Oh, I know. That didn't even make any sense.
Berries and fish.
There's like a fucking tiny stream somewhere back there. There ain't no fucking fish.
Stevie, we love you, but that's like a Napoleon Dynamite thing right
The
there.
only fish
Berries and fish.
that are coming through are like maybe like salmon up the river to spawn or something.
There's not salmon there.
What is there? There must
Oh
be
my-
something.
Like
What is going on, Ben? Did we fucking fall into a Tool song or something? Click, 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 click.
Hello.
Hi, sorry, couldn't have made that entrance any worse.
No,
What's
no,
wrong
it's
with you?
okay.
Are you on drugs?
It's not okay. Where are you fucking speaking to us from? Like some realm of
From
fucking weird
like the wind
ambient
caves
noise?
of North Korea.
What is this slamming
Probably.
sound? Probably.
I'm calling you from the land of shit internet.
Sweet.
The land of bad internet.
Yes, it is beyond fear. The girl who draws cartoon breasts.
Yeah. Yeah. Wanna fuck them cartoon titties. Yeah. I'm gonna shove them big two cartoon titties together and you fucking
What do you do? You print it out, then you have your way with the picture.
Yeah, man, 3D printing technology now. You
Oh,
can
3D
fucking,
printing. That's true.
Yeah, you can print out her girls and fuck them. It's pretty sweet.
Honestly, you might as well just hire prostitutes for that much effort.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, but
No, there's no reason to do that.
Prostitution is against God's plan.
God doesn't like that. 3D printing
yeah, it's illegal in the U.S. for the most
drawn
part. So
horrors, that's
poor TJ.
that's okay. What's your problem,
Absolutely.
Scotty?
My problem is you're inferior to me. Is my problem.
You nothing.
You're nothing.
You're not even here most of the time, Scotty.
That's what she did because it's best to have me in small doses because I'm so great.
Okay.
People just can't handle that much, wit and intelligence and awesomeness and beauty and splendor as I bring to the show.
I can't even argue.
So
Splendor.
Splendor.
Yeah.
When you think
Not-
Scotty, you think Splendor.
not to think
they
he
even
was a
start with the
Splenda.
same letter.
Splenda.
I think she was a Splenda, TJ, which is something you eat.
All the Splenda he brings to the show.
all the Splenda I bring to the show. I do bring some Splenda.
You should have brought some Splenda packets and thrown them at the camera just now.
I actually prefer Stevia, so.
Fuck your stevia, bitch.
Well, TJ, I'm
You know the horrible impact on the environment that
Stevia
it
has.
takes to make those refined sweeteners, Scotty?
I have no idea.
Well, let me tell you about a documentary I watched recently, Scotty.
Scotty,
A documentary about sweeteners, Ben. I highly doubt you watched that.
I don't know.
You had me
TJ
going for a minute until you
TJ
said you watched something about
TJ
sweeteners.
saw it too.
yeah, it was called Totally Sweet.
Totally sweet.
Yep.
Yep.
You think it's just totally sweet to eat artificial sweeteners, Scotty?
Until you realize the true nature
Yes.
of artificial sweeteners.
Yeah.
Horrible. They literally put animals into blenders to make it.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, I still support it because I like them.
Neat.
Especially if it's like a baby calf, they can blend it up into the sweetener, That's probably what it is, isn't it? It's baby calves. They're abused from
They
day
have
one.
to find the cutest animals on Earth.
Oh, okay. So it's literally the cutest animals on Earth blended
Yes.
up into a giant blender.
It's like puppies and kittens.
Oh, well,
Pureed.
We can't all be saints,
Baby
TJ.
seals.
Yep, and that's how they make Splenda.
But come on, it's like sugar, only there's no calories.
I have to think about my waistline, so I have to go with that. I'm
Sweet.
sorry, guys.
That's totally sweet, Scotty.
All right. Here we go with troll or not a troll. Here we go.
So, the other day, I'm at home talking to my daughter. I have a 5-year-old, and she's in kindergarten. And she told me that all of her friends at school make fun of me because I'm fat. And
What do you think so far? Hard to tell?
I'm saying not a troll.
So far, he
Okay.
doesn't seem like a troll.
Yeah,
so far.
I'm going not a troll at this point.
All right.
But I haven't made my final decision yet.
It hasn't gotten crazy yet.
that she doesn't like me, her daddy. A 5-year-old girl telling me she doesn't like me, her own daddy,
Slap
because
a
I'm
kid.
fat and all her friends at school make fun of me. It hit me deep in my heart. So I told her
Fuck you, bitch.
to her face, fuck you and all your motherfucking friends, nigga. Give a fuck if y'all get y'all motherfucking ass. That's why Santa Claus ain't real, bitch. That's why I fucked your mama, bitch. I'll fuck up all your kids. I don't care, goddammit. Huh? Prove it to me. Prove it to me. That's why you ain't going to Disney World, bitch. Fuck you and your friends. Fuck all y'all, bitch.
That is awesome.
You know what? I don't even care. I don't even care if it's a troll or not a troll. I just like it.
Yeah.
I
Fuck Disney World.
Smug face there. Look at how smug that is.
Thug life.
He deserves it.
It's like a Thug Life video. It's like his little kid is like, talking this shit to him. It's like, how about Disney World? Fuck Disney World. I'm gonna go with not a troll.
Really?
Yeah.
It's obvious.
He's just laying down the law.
Not a troll.
Teach these kids what's what nowadays.
Troll.
Best
Not a troll.
parent
Not a
ever.
troll. Not a troll.
Not a troll.
Too legit to quit. What are you going with, TJ?
I said not a troll.
Finally on the right side for once, TJ.
Yep.
All right, coming up next, we have a video from Brett Keane. This is an old Brett Keane video. And
Is he an atheist here?
Yes, he is.
Neat.
And in this video...
What?
Huh?
I was about to say, I've never actually seen a Brett Keane video in which he's been atheist, so this will be interesting.
In this video, he makes the case that Jesus Christ is a terrorist.
Neat.
Hello everyone, my name is Brett Keane, and in this particular video installment I believe that I am going to be able to convince anyone who is listening or paying attention that Jesus Christ, if he actually existed, if he is
totally
what
does,
Christians
right, Brett?
say he is, then Jesus Christ was in fact a terrorist. Here's some of the examples. One of the things that cause terrorists to be fanatical and extreme is the fact that they're willing to kill themselves as well as other people in order to achieve whatever it is that they think that they're going to get out of it.
So, did you ever watch this video, TJ, or was
this is... I mean, like, there were so many.
Yeah, Brett Keane used to make like 2 or 3 videos a day at some point.
Sounds like someone else we know of. Multiple channels, multiple videos a day.
No, I don't even know who you're talking about, buddy.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Now, as we all know, Jesus Christ was one of the most legendary martyrs of all time. He killed himself in order to get what he thought he was going to get out of it. He believed, as the Muslims did, as they crashed a plane into the Twin Towers, he believed that also, whenever he died, that he was going to go to a better place, and that what he had done, that his
Did
death...
he say Jesus killed himself?
Yeah, first of all, Jesus,
no.
Jesus did not kill himself. He was executed by the Romans.
In front of a public mob.
No, dude, Jesus had a shotgun and a chainsaw.
At least that's how
and
the
he blew
story
his
goes.
brains out. He's
And
like,
how-
going to heaven, bro.
How could you, I mean, like, even if you're going to, like, talk about the mythology of Christ, like, how could you possibly compare that to the 9/11 hijackers who killed a bunch of innocent people with him? Like, even if you say Jesus committed suicide because
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
he chose to do it even though he could have got out of it or whatever, then it's still not the same because he didn't, like, take a bunch of people down with him like, fuck you all, I'm Jesus, I'm firebombing this motherfucker.
Fuck you, I'm Jesus, bitch.
Well, it's like Jesus is like, come down to the temple, everybody, and they lock the doors and burn the building down, you know?
Ha ha! You will all die with me, for I am Jesus.
Like, no offense against you, TJ, but like, seriously, was this the content you were looking up to? Because so far this video is garbage.
It's garbage.
What is wrong with you, TJ?
First of all, it was a different time, all right?
Oh, it was a different time. You know what, TJ? I think we need to examine this. Why did you actually look up to Brett Keane?
What's that?
Why did you look up to Brett Keane?
He was fat and he was an atheist.
I didn't even know what he looked like at the time.
Oh, okay.
Well, because, you know, like, when you first got on YouTube back in, like, 2006 or 2007 or whatever, like, most of his videos were not shit like this. It was more like personal stories about, you know, him being mistreated by the church after his mother's death and all the hypocrisy that he saw in the church and stuff.
You know what you sound like, TJ? You sound like a Brett Keane apologist.
Yeah, well, whatever.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Sounds like it's...
You drank the Kool-Aid, TJ. You can't admit that you were suckered in by Brett Keane.
I mean, it's hard to see how Brett Keane...
You were suckered in.
You were
by
just
Brett
like
Keane.
G-Man.
Okay, Brett.
The same way G-Man was
Yeah,
manipulated
Brett.
by Brett Keane, you were like in the first wave of that.
Yes, that's true. But, you know, we didn't really know what he was at that time. You know, he was new. It was a new thing. It wasn't like the established Brett Keane that everyone now knows.
Weren't very
is a scumfuck.
skeptical, were you, TJ?
Shut up.
Weren't very rational about it.
TJ is the most rational.
Let me ask my fans real quick if I'm rational or not. Fans, what do you think? Oh, they say I am. Okay.
TJ was just young and seduced by Brett Keane's womanly wiles, apparently.
Yes,
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
true.
I think that's the real story behind it. He's like, saw Brett Keane's ass. He's like, damn, got tapped.
Hey,
that.
it's not like I was the only one. Me and him were going toe to toe for like the top YouTube atheist channel at the time. So it's not like I was the only one that.
Dude, that's why he
liked his
hates you
shit.
so much at this point. He's like,
TJ's good guy for me. I should have 7 billion subscribers now, which I would have achieved if not for TJ.
He literally made videos about how I destroyed him at every turn.
And you attacked his family and threatened him for
Oh, yes, of course. Of course I
the
did.
infamous tape.
Would somehow be special or important or accepted or wonderful beyond the gods. That is exactly the way a terrorist thinks about things. Another thing that one also can notice about Jesus Christ is he always believed that he was the way and the truth and the light. Well,
Yeah, he pretty
most
much
of
said
your
that
terrorist
exactly,
groups believe
so.
that somehow they are moral and ethically correct for what they do. They don't go into a building
This is like,
and blow
these are really bad analogies. Jesus Christ thought he was right. So do terrorists. Therefore, Jesus was a terrorist. Last I checked, there's lots of people who think they're right. Most people do. Most people don't go around like, you know, I'm dead fucking wrong about everything I think.
everybody
Actually, I
up
think you do, teacher.
simply because they think that they're wrong or that they're unethical. Somehow they have deluded themselves to believing that when they harm others, this is morally just because of the goals that they are trying to accomplish. Again, Jesus Christ had the same frame of mind. He believed that he was the truth, just as the Muslims believed that they were the truth whenever they did what they did.
But they're
The
different kinds of
Nazis
truth, though.
believed that they
Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say it's not exactly the same type of truth, though, because different religions, different ideologies, similar but not the same. So to say that they both thought they were the truth, it's kind of stupid. But then again, it's
there's tons of ideologies that think they're the truth.
Context and nuance are not Brett Keen's forte.
a lot of things apparently not Brett Keen's forte.
Well, eating lots of food is. I mean, like, Brett Keane can... If you take Brett Keane to a Chinese buffet, they just put, like, a closed sign after he walks in the door. They're like, closed. Done.
Even if
He
he's
just
the
writes them a
first
check.
one in.
Yeah, he just writes them a check every month. He's just like, you're going to cash this, whatever the amount is for the food.
needed to kill entire groups of people.
I can imagine Brett
Millions
Keane,
of
like,
people
up in front of the
died
Chinese
in the name
buffet,
of Nazis
passionately
and Adolf Hitler's
arguing
regime and all of his beliefs
with
and
them
views.
to take his food stamps
And while doing
shit.
so, Hitler believed that he had some kind of authority given to him from God to do all these things: genocide, murder, torture, gassing.
I don't
You
remember Jesus
understand.
doing any of that.
Yeah, I don't remember when Jesus was like, all right, take those people in that room and gas them. Did Jesus invent Cyclone B? Was he there, mixing chemicals around? I don't know, let's see.
Jesus is like hooking car batteries up to people's nipples and shit. Now you'll talk. Who's your savior, bitch?
He tries to waterboard them, but it keeps turning into wine and getting them drunk.
Yeah, they're like sitting there.
They die of alcohol poisoning. Oh, God, so good. Jesus, please torture me some more.
You're a student in history.
Wine
Well,
board.
Jesus Christ also believed the same thing.
Remember
in
in
fact,
Rome, they
he
talk about how the
actually believed
fountains,
that
when
he
they
was
elected a new
God,
pope, would be
according to
filled with
some
wine.
Christians.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was pretty.
crazy.
That was pretty awesome. It's like if people just started bringing barrels over and just filling them and shit. That's what Jesus was doing. Jesus is like, you know what, guys, free fucking wine for everybody. So you know what? In my book, I would like Jesus better than you, Brett Keane. He was giving people fucking free wine. Come on.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like terrorism.
Do you think Jesus' friends ever felt like bad about being like, Jesus, come on, we're out of wine, Jesus, come
on, buddy. That's why he let himself be killed. He's like, I can't stand these fucks anymore.
Man, it would suck to be his friend. He's like,
Always riding my ass for free wine.
he's like, I'm gonna walk on fucking water. How about that? And it's like, whoa.
Well, it's also like, Jesus, I kind of went blind. It kind of sucks. You think maybe you could heal my blindness? Maybe.
Yeah, and like they probably get in like bar fights and shit. Like, Jesus, would you heal me? It's like, this is the third time this week, Matthew. Well, fuck you, Jesus. I thought we were friends, dude.
Man, fuck you, Jesus.
If I had the power to heal you, I would.
I'm unfriending you, Jesus. You're blocked. You're blocked on Twitter too.
Jesus was probably followed by a bunch of winos. They just wanted wine.
Well,
They
I
weren't even
got it,
I'm
man.
surprised then he doesn't have a larger he didn't have more than 12 apostles then.
Well, you know, he was pretty obnoxious.
He had a lot.
He
He
believed
was a
that
diva.
it
He had a
was
lot of
fine
demands.
to
I have it on
destroy people
good
and kill
authority that
people,
he was a terrorist.
and even
so.
clearly states in the book of Revelation that he will torture and torment people, and that they're getting what they've come for. One of the other interesting things that you may want to look at too is
I
that
want to
the
hear Brett
Nazis-
Keane like sit here and I wish Brett Keane was here with us so we could watch this with him. And like, okay, Brett, what do you think now? Because you obviously don't believe any of this anymore.
Oh, I'm sure he would just be like, "Oh,
I was. Could he really admit he was ever wrong?
The wool was pulled over my eyes. I was blind, but now I can see." I'm sure it'd just be that kind of spiel.
Fucking Brett Keane.
You want to fuck Brett Keane? Why?
Fucking Brett Keane.
Fucking Brett Keane.
That's the title of my next book. Fucking Brett Keane.
Actually, on the cover, looking like very pensive, like.
I'll make sure to avoid that book.
No, it's gonna be good, Bet.
Written by Gail.
Yep.
Believed
Gail
that
actually made
the
ghostwrite for
most
TJ.
justified and best thing to do with Jews were to gas them and throw them into a hot furnace, where their body would basically crumble under the heat and exhaustion and
Do
gas.
bodies crumble under heat?
Well, guess what? Jesus describes hell as an everlasting fiery pit, a lake of fire in
Yeah, but
which
it's
he will
make-believe,
throw
so-
anybody that wasn't chosen by him from birth, that they're going to burn
Well,
in his own
I mean,
furnace.
I don't
This
really
is
think
another-
that. I think you have to look at. I mean, like that is in the Bible, but there's also things in the books in the Bible that were taken out where people asked Jesus about like universal redemption and salvation. And Jesus is like, "Yeah, we'll save everyone at some point." So I mean, I don't really know as far as that's concerned.
Maybe I'm reading too much into Brett Keane's video, but just the way he's presenting it as if that Jesus was actually real. For example, he's not saying that the Gospels said that. He's saying that Jesus said that. So he's putting Jesus on a platform as if he actually existed,
Yeah.
and that the points he made are worth comparing to terrorists. So it's not comparing one fictional scene to another.
Well, he did say in the beginning that if Jesus existed, so it's all working from that hypothetical viewpoint.
Oh, okay.
Reason how you
Because I'll
can
tell you,
tell
Brett Keane actually did
that
have a bunch of
Jesus
videos
Christ
back
was
then about
not
how
only
Jesus
just
did not
a terrorist,
exist.
but a
Oh,
maniacal dictator who had charisma. Well, most of our leaders throughout history have been maniacal, and they have been proven to be very charismatic and articulate and good at talking about what they
So
say.
nothing like you, Brett Keane.
Yeah, that's why they're
Jesus
leaders.
Christ was also known for threatening people repeatedly, threatening people with eternal damnation, threatening people that if they don't do his way,
I mean,
then
but it's
they
kind of
will
like
be
me going around the
destroyed.
street
They
threatening
will
people that
suffer.
I'm gonna send my dragons after you or something. I mean, if you're stupid enough to actually be scared by the threat, then you're a fucking moron. So how is society really even going to protect you from your own stupidity anyway?
Even made it clear that the reason why people are handicapped and crippled is because they somehow wronged him by sinning. So that is why God made them the way they are. That's clear in the Old Testament as well as the New Testament. So Jesus Christ is a terrorist.
See, Brett Keane
Another
was
thing
much
that
more.
we may want
Brett Keane was much more charismatic.
Now
in
he
his
has
atheist
now he has an
days.
intro with Jesus prominently featured in it, and he's like literally in this video saying, "If Jesus did exist, he was a fucking terrorist."
Right.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. How can you do such a 180 on religion? It's like someone who actually claims, "Well, I studied religion. The church wronged
You
me."
read the Bible and the
Yeah.
Quran.
And it's like, some more Christians gave me money when I asked for money, so...
So now all of this shit that I said doesn't
Yeah,
make
that
sense.
does-
Now
yeah.
makes sense perfectly.
I
It's
don't
easy
even
to
get
bend
it.
like that when you've got no spine.
Yeah, he definitely has no spine. That is pretty evident.
Shit. I'm like in the middle of the fucking screen.
Ben is like taking center stage here.
Yeah, what the
It's the final bell.
Okay, that's better.
Sweet.
All right.
Ben, did you watch Brett Keaton's videos back in the day, or no?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A very little bit. I remember that. I remember he had like a feud with Stephen Baldwin, and that was really interesting because to see like an actual actor, like a Hollywood actor,
Oh, Stephen Baldwin has this famous clip. I'm sure you've seen it where he's all like, "Huh, monkeys. If ever this is true, how could there still monkeys?"
Yeah, this was before that.
Even before that.
But
wow.
it was kind of around when he first became a Christian conservative.
I wonder if Brett Keane would now want to be his friend.
Probably.
Sorry, Stephen, I was wrong.
Yeah, Brett should go up to Steven and be like, I was an atheist, but now I realize the error of my ways.
I wonder if that video still exists. I'm going to look for it really quick.
Let's read the Quran. We can read the Quran
The
together.
Bible and the Quran.
Talk. All right, let's talk, TJ. How you been?
Fuck you.
See any good movies lately, TJ?
No.
Do anything interesting?
No.
Okay, that's pretty lame. So how about that weather? Weather's changing.
Damn it,
huh?
it doesn't. I don't see it.
Hey, Beyond Fear.
Yo,
Are you beyond fear? Have you surpassed all of your fears?
That's not what I wanted
probably
to ask.
not.
Then how can you say you're beyond fear then? Isn't that kind of like false
Because it's not
advertising?
spelt like that.
It's
Yeah.
false advertising. I'm suing you.
She's beyond PHERE, Scotty.
Scotty. Sorry, man. We got to rein you in right now. Sorry.
Oh,
Come on,
okay.
Scotty.
Scotty, we're reining you in.
I'm
right
reined
now.
in.
Get in,
Yes.
Scotty.
Come on. No, Scotty.
No, Scotty. Bad. Bad, Scotty. You gotta cooperate, buddy.
They're shocking me with their mind power.
Yep.
Um.
Gotta rail you in.
Yes, TJ. Proceed.
Fuck it.
Fuck it all. What's next?
Scotty,
Yes, Ben.
are you here to serve us now?
I serve.
Want to pay attention to as well. As most of you know, Jesus Christ is not the white, hippie, American-looking man that you see in your local pictures
Yes,
at
thank
your
you, Brett
Catholic
King.
church.
Even though
Jesus
you use that
Christ
image
has
yourself
been
now.
theorized to be dark-complected due to the region that he came from.
Yeah, I think the Jesus he's using is from I think the Jesus of Nazareth TV series. I think it was on in the 80s or something, and pretty sure the actor was a British guy. So,
As was Jesus.
Indeed.
Jesus was a British guy.
Yep. Just like Grand Moff Tarkin.
Sounds wonderful.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yep.
Haha, what an insightful point, TJ.
Indeed. Thank you, Scotty.
Thank
now,
you,
being that he
TJ.
is analyzed as being dark-complected, that by default should tell you that he is a terrorist. What most
What?
people
Wait,
believe
what?
is the reason why they have
That's
the
a troubling statement.
The statistics will show.
Wait,
What happened?
what?
Yeah. That was weird. Jesus was dark, so, terrorist.
Like,
I'm
I
not really
wasn't-
sure, guys. I'm sorry.
Brett King's voice sends me to sleep, but like I wasn't fully paying attention. But did he just say what I think he just said?
Yes.
Yep.
He did.
Beyond fear, that's a very rude
He
statement to make.
show did.
I'm gonna fuck your ass, and then you're gonna be humble.
Ben, I'd prefer if you did not play clips of profanity in them. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Why? This is riveting.
The next video here is, I don't know if it's real or not, but it seems like it's real. And it's some brony calling his dad to come out of the brony closet.
Probably concerned about his dad's well-being.
Well, I mean, he's calling his
All
dad.
right, guys,
dad.
this is Doc's
Dad!
Film, and I thought it would be a good video to make me telling my parents, or at least my dad, anyways, that I'm a brony. So I got him on the phone right now.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
know this
call
was
him.
like
This is
a
an emotional-
closet to
look.
come out of.
This is an emotional moment.
I think it's they make a bigger deal out of it than it actually is.
How can you say that? This guy has been a brony for years.
I'm a brony.
In fear, he loses
What?
his entire family if he reveals he is, in fact, a brony.
I think most parents would just be like, what are you? Huh?
No, his dad's gonna know instantly. Watch. Just watch, guys.
And
You guys are
I'm just gonna
making
record the
but
reaction.
watch.
Record the reaction.
God, this is harrowing. What courage this takes to do this.
The bravery.
And then put it on the internet.
Let's give this motherfucking brony a medal of courage.
I bet the dad's gonna be pissed. Like, you call me up late at night. I thought it was something actually important, but you tell me you watch a fucking cartoon.
Dad?
Yeah.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Okay.
Alright, well, are you sitting down right now?
Am I what?
Where are you right now?
I'm at our grandmother's. Watching the dog. Why?
Alright, Dad, I've been wanting to tell you this for a while now, but, guys, it's kind of hard to say.
I'm a brony.
Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes.
You know, the dad's basically thinking, like, okay, he's going to tell me he's gay or something like that.
Yeah, that's what the dad's waiting for.
I'm a brony.
What the hell is that?
You called TJ. You called it. What? This kind of does sound fake too, though, because it didn't really sound like it's actually as old.
Scotty was like, "I was wrong. This sounds fake now. This is fake. Gotta be fake.
This is all bullshit.
No way.
This does seem fake, though.
My prediction didn't happen.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Yep.
Totally staged.
How do you know it's not staged?
You can tell it's scripted. Just look at him. You can see him reading the lines.
Watch My Little Pony, Dad.
What?
What?
I watch My Little Pony with my friends. I'm a brony.
That's really gay.
Oh.
I'm actually calling fake now.
Yeah.
Are you gay or something? Are you gay?
No, Dad, I'm not. Dad, I'm
this
not
is
gay.
fake.
A lot of my friends watch it. We all watch it. A couple of my friends even have
This
the
is
action
fake.
Are your
figures.
friends gay?
No.
What the hell is this? What happened with the ICP thing? What happened with
I still like ICP. It's called a hatchet pony.
with the car?
Oh my god.
It's called a hatchet pony, Dad.
Really?
It's called a fucking hatchet. Yeah, if you
Hatchet
like
pony.
ICP and you're a brony, that's a hatchet
oh my
pony,
god.
Ben.
Oh,
Duh.
God, just knowing that exists makes me
Hatchet
so
pony,
disgusted.
dude.
She wants to go to the Hatchet Pony convention.
Honestly, any self-respecting adult will be like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, just be like, don't call me about this stupid shit again.
Be like, great, I don't care.
You gay or something, son?
You're gay.
You like to suck your friends' dicks. What's going on over there? You know, you watch the ponies and then you start sucking the dicks, right?
You start wishing you were a pony.
And what happened with fucking wanting to build motorcycles?
I'm still doing all that, but
You're
it's
telling me now you replaced you replaced wanting to fix up cars and motorcycles to fucking watching a child show?
Oh, this sounds
Dad, it's
so
not
fake.
a child show.
It's fake.
I'm sorry, My Little Pony. Excuse me, a fucking show.
It sounds like a teenager he's talking to.
It's about friendship and magic.
Yeah, this is fucking
Fake.
fake. Ben, did you get the troll or not a troll clips mixed up?
No, I didn't.
Ben, she's calling you out, bro.
Oh, Ben.
You gonna take that shit off that bitch?
Take it off a woman, Ben.
No, I don't take no shit.
Don't take no shit off
take
no
no
bitch,
shit,
Ben.
Apple.
You need to smack that hoe. You gonna smack her, Ben?
No,
Why not?
because
Pussy.
even if I
Oh, pussy.
even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Oh, impotent, huh? Okay.
Makes sense.
Let's move on to something.
All right, so next one is feminists scream about rape.
It's like a normal news day.
Some slam poetry, I think.
Oh, great. I love
This
this.
is gonna be nothing but insightful.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Rape!
Rape joke? Rape joke who? Rape joke who's not fucking funny.
Oh! Slam!
No. I cannot believe this. They just
Nothing
made
but net.
TJ, look, they actually just made a rape joke that could have triggered someone in that audience.
I was triggered.
Who was a victim of rape. This is disgusting. These two individuals should be arrested and banned from any public speaking for life.
I was raped by the YouTuber Onision. And I was also raped by the YouTuber Coughlin.
Oh God.
Yeah. And when I heard that joke, I was triggered as fuck.
Leave me alone, mate. Leave me alone, mate. Mate.
Don't worry, we're good victims. We won't cry too loud or demand your attention or ask for
Good.
trigger warnings. Men like to use the excuse, boys get raped too, when they hear women talking about their personal experiences. First, boys get raped should be its own sentence. If you're only acknowledging their trauma to silence female survivors, then you're a scumbag. Second,
Yeah.
all the male
Well,
survivors
that's
we
exactly
know
what I'm
wanna
Take
kick
them on down. Fucking take
the
those.
only reason they
What?
Sorry.
Go
I was
ahead.
about to say the only reason people say boys get raped too is because of people like this who don't address men's personal stories and just constantly go on about first world problems like jokes rather than addressing actual victims who may fall outside their spectrum of attention.
And how long have you been a misogynist?
I'm sorry, that
All my
position
life.
is far too nuanced and it don't make no sense to me. I want the issue to be clear-cut, such as women is dumb and
Such
men is
as.
smart. Things like that, things easy for me to understand. All these women talking about rape, that makes me feel like it's probably actually okay to rape.
Well, let me ask you this. If they so against rape, why are they raping me with this shitty slam poetry, huh? Answer me that.
I do declare.
your teeth in for saying that. And your friends who aren't survivors can't sympathize with you until they know all the gory details. Please get your porn somewhere else. And once you do get their sympathy,
Wait a minute.
it sounds like...
Hold on.
So it's like...
So wait, if you just go to your friends and say, I was raped, and they're like, what happened? They're like, get your
Get
porn,
your porn
somewhere
else. Stop. I'm not an object.
I want to masturbate to your rape story. Fuck yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't want to group all people together, but honestly, do you think either of these girls have ever been the victim of any kind of sexual assault?
Well, yeah, I victimized both of them in that way, so they definitely have been.
I have no idea.
TJ has oppressed them as a historically oppressed group. He does support that.
You know, even if you look at a girl...
Patriarchy!
This is a true fact. I learned this from Feminist. If you look at a girl with lust in your eyes, that is actually a form of severe sexual assault.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it is.
What if
you
I
know.
look at them with nausea?
Well, that's also sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
Because, you know, you're othering their
The
bodies.
only thing you can do is when you see a woman you don't know is cover your eyes and go, I'm not looking at you. I'm no threat. I'm no threat. I'm going to crawl down on the ground. I'm going to lay down on my stomach, like on my back like this. I'm no threat. I'm no threat. That's all you can do. If you do anything else, it's rape.
Yes.
Like, does
Like,
that mean
someone-
I'm basically in charge of the show right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. If you
Fucking
throw around a
sweet.
rape accusation.
If you thought
sure.
rape accusation, we have to go, oh, my God, I'm no threat.
That's
I'm
why
no
I'm
threat.
not. That's why I'm not slapping anybody.
I'm no threat.
Can't slap her around. That's rape.
That is true, Ben. You would be raping her.
Everything is rape.
If I take a selfie with someone in the background, that's considered rape.
Hey, if you
So,
if
you know.
if you look at the chunkier one, the shadow of the microphone on her
Of
tit
course,
kind of
TJ.
looks like a penis.
That's rape.
Of course,
Sounds like rape.
TJ
well, yeah.
only notices the physical appearance of the girls in the video, as a typical misogynist would.
Okay.
Cat
That's
called
fine,
me
TJ.
once, so I totally get it.
Someone stepped on my foot last week. It was a man.
I just felt so invaded. And to the boys
Yeah.
who write poems.
To raped girls. Don't worry. There's good men out
Go
there. The
in,
light
poet.
at the end of such a dark tunnel.
They'll hold your hand in court and everything.
Thank God I'll get some thoughtful dick someday.
You know, those poets will tell you.
Violets are growing in the shadows under your eyes.
What happened?
And there's a crowd of people there cheering for this shit.
A crowd of morons.
You know, if there's ever been a time for the meteor to strike the Earth, a
Yeah.
time and a place.
Like, it sounds as if they're mad that women fall in love with men and just then the men love the women. Are they bitter or like?
You know, TJ, when you said that, it kind of reminded me of like that movie Armageddon. It's like, just show them a clip from the future. No, let's not destroy the asteroid. It's like, these people go around these speaking engagements, or these schools set this up, and like they do this, and it's like, and everyone in the audience is just eating this up, like, oh my god, this is so brilliant and insightful, and it's like, how can you possibly watch this and take away anything? But this is just someone's opinion. Like, if this is your opinion, I can understand people going like, okay,
well, it is their opinion, obviously.
But I'm saying is like, it's obviously their opinion. But the problem is like, where is anything factual to back up anything they're saying?
Well, it's just a poem, Scotty.
Okay,
it's
but
just a fucking poem.
This is supposed to be their community awareness. Like they're like, you know, supposed to be out there pushing this message and this agenda, but it's like, to me, it's always been bereft of any sort of rationale or facts or figures or anything.
Well, now the community is aware that rape is bad and that all men
everyone's
are
already aware of
inherently
this.
rapists.
Well, that's not true.
They're not violets, it's skin. I know it's skin. It's good skin. It's gonna be skin regardless of what metaphors you attach to it. You'll be there when I cry until my eyes get puffy.
This doesn't even make any sense at this point.
Are they getting mad at other poetry for referring to women's bodies in these lovely ways because the poets may have liked women? Oh my god!
Correct.
Hell. How dare you celebrate the female form, you fucking misogynist.
It's skin. You can call it whatever you want.
This is insane rambling.
Your skin is like lavender. No, it's skin, you misogynist piece of shit. It's skin.
Rub
Skin,
naked
skin,
on it.
skin.
Just skin.
You won't be tearing off my lace panties because they were expensive.
No one wants to.
And they make me feel like I'm worth something. Once you figure out that the only time I
defined by your
deep throat is with
panties?
a
I don't-
feeding tube at the psych ward, you'll be gone. And
Well, you know, at least they got all this shit synchronized well.
They said the only time they deep throat is the feeding tube at the psych ward?
I guess.
What?
Like I said,
I
these,
think they're fucking nuts.
That's
these are insane ramblings.
They're not insane. They've been disenfranchised. You know,
disenfranchised from making fucking sense.
Well, you know, you're thinking at it from a patriarchal standpoint. You got to look beyond the patriarchy and its influence, and then this all makes perfect sense, Scotty.
I'd like to actually get women from poor communities that work like 15 hours a day, bring them here and watch these two college, wealthy, well-dressed girls complain about getting everything their way their whole life. I'm sure that'll go down well.
Yeah, like, you show them the video like, see, these people are the people really suffering in the world. Just take a look at these people.
They got
Talk
problems.
about how they have no voice while getting paid to stand up there and just ramble insanity.
if you do want a healing relationship, how do you talk about it when the language is rooting against you? Hey, wanna
Yeah,
play screw?
fucking-
Naomi, everything is so violent. How to flirt with a rape survivor. Approach slowly and cautiously. Do not make any sudden movements or loud noises. Hey, baby, I've got anxiety, depression, PTSD, and crushing sexual insecurity. You wanna come back to my place and hold my hair while I vomit? And then there's feminists who feel entitled to our poetry and narratives because,
Oh,
as
yeah.
they say, under the
Fucking bitches feeling entitled to the poetry.
I mean,
I wish I was entitled to not have to listen to
what
it.
what is their worldview? I mean, like, is their worldview that they're just perpetual victims at every turn and everyone's against them and that
Correct.
You know, the cards are
Yeah,
just totally
that's it.
stacked against them in every way, shape, and form. Like, they can't even go outside without, like, the sun. Oh, God. Oh, I have to put on sunscreen. Even the sun's against me. I could get skin cancer. I
Even
could
other
trip on-
feminists are against
Yeah,
them.
it's like everyone is against. It's like, this is a pity party. Why don't they just put up some crosses at the end and nail themselves to them?
patriarchy, like all women, are constantly threatened by rape. What does that make us? Hold on, Belissa. I'm turning into a statistic! Holy pepper spray, Batman! I can only see in binary! The ones look like penises! Quick, Anne, you've got to pull it together for Slut Walk! Truly, nothing helps rape survivors of all gender, ethnicity, and economic level than...
Wait,
I'm
are they
wondering if
actually now talking against feminism?
Certain sects, the parts they don't like. Now they're like, fuck you, other feminists who have slightly different views.
Slut walk.
Well,
Yeah, like, slut walk is bad.
Well, then, to be honest, I'll give them some points for having some nuance and not just mindlessly following everything that the feminists are doing.
Well, you haven't been paying good attention to the feminists then, because they're always infighting like this.
Oh yeah, but it's like usually like really I don't know.
Isn't it like
sex?
Isn't it like the sex positive ones and the non-sex positive ones?
There's way more fucking distinctions.
Too many.
Most of them don't even make sense to me.
So it's like Christians.
Yes.
Yeah.
And rich white girls walking around half naked while collaborating with the police.
Because the cops historically are so good at supporting victims and catching rapists. Getting real tired of slut walk slogans too. Don't slut shame me. How about do not refer to me as a slut ever? Real men don't rape. Oh shit, must have been a ghost then. Consent is sexy. Lingerie is sexy. Consent is a basic human right. You guys are supposed to be the adults we look up to, but we went through our moon goddess phase in 7th grade. Humor helps trauma. We just want to know that you're laughing with us. We can joke about it because it's ours to joke about. Similar to how our bruises are ours to poke at.
How can people sit and be entertained by this? This is fucking brutal.
Wait,
this
I think
is
they've
like
done a complete 180.
It's like an assault on the senses.
Yeah, you listen to what they're saying, and it jumps around so much, and it's like, what is? I'm really just confused. It really just seems like they're a part of that conservative feminist sect, where like they want everyone to be like ultra modest and. But then it's because like they're attacking the slut walks, they're attacking some aspects of it. So I mean, it really seems to me like they're kind of more falling into that conservative feminist block.
Well, they also said that consent is sexy, lingerie is sexy. So I think they're more sex positive, and they're saying that rape jokes are okay for the victims, as sometimes it's the victim's way of coping. I don't know. They're like completely flip-flopping from how they started.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. It's like I'm trying to pin a position to them is very difficult because it's like with this poetry, it's like, is it the nature of the poem?
Okay, let me just help you guys out.
We're spoiled victims, and anyone who's not us is wrong somehow.
Even when their positions don't make rational or logical sense.
That's all. That's it. Now it's totally consistent throughout.
I think the also problem is that they're using terms and words and shit that people outside their circle don't know. Like, what the fuck is a moon goddess?
I'm a moon goddess.
Yeah. Not really in favor of them, then.
A moon goddess.
And yours to keep away
like a phase
from.
of the moon. Yeah, lighter.
Youth Speaks. How to avoid this site like the plague.
Yes.
Everyone go to youthspeaks.org.
I'll
and
tell
let
you
them
what,
know
though.
That you love that poetry.
On the bright side, something wonderful has happened. That's going to be one of the best things that's ever happened to the Drunken Peasants podcast.
TJ has cancer?
No.
Oh.
Kent Hovind is out of prison and making videos on YouTube now.
Sweet.
Finally.
I know. I mean, it's great. All we need is President Donald Trump next, and then we're all set.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Fuck.
And then it's like easy street for the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, like every show.
Every week it's like, what did Donald Trump say now?
Yep.
Sweet.
Honestly, wouldn't Ted Cruz be better because he's more like genuinely stupid?
They're about equal.
It would be a toss-up.
I think Donald Trump thinks less about things before he says them, which is even better.
Ted Cruz actually made some Star Trek comparison. He said that Kirk was like the everyman and Picard was an aristocrat.
Sure, whatever.
It was. Me and TJ were just like, that's.
He also said Kirk would have been a Republican.
Yeah.
I don't think Picard was an aristocrat. I mean, maybe he thinks that just because of his accent, but his character, he was like he grew up on like a wine vineyard.
I would say he's like kind of more of like a moral elitist.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would say he's more like a moral elitist, sure.
But didn't William Shatner even write to Cruz and be like, "You're fucking stupid"? Basically,
He said he basically had a geocentric view of the character.
Neat.
Yeah. All right, so here's a video from Dr. Kent
Hovind.
Yeah. This is the guy that converted Venom Fang X to Christianity, according to Venom Fang X.
So you know he must be persuasive.
And not that he met him in person or anything, he just saw some of his propaganda seminars.
on YouTube.
I mean, it's informational videos, man. Propaganda.
Propaganda seminars. What a biased way to phrase things.
So biased, man.
All right, so here it is. This is Dr. Kent Hovind's first video since being released from prison. He was there for almost 10 years, I think.
Does he talk about the butt rape?
I was actually about to ask if we can sit down.
My name's Kent Hovind. I was a high school science and math teacher for 15 years. Moved here to Pensacola January 1989 to put my wife through college, and started a ministry soon thereafter called Creation Science Evangelism. And this is our first and sort of a test for me, YouTube video production. The technology kind of caught up with me, passed me up actually during the last 9 years. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
The purpose of these programs is to get you converted to Jesus Christ if you're not a Christian. If you are a Christian, we want to strengthen your faith in God's Word. I believe the Bible is literally true and scientifically accurate. I believe it.
So basically, like, if you ever bought into our cult, we want to brainwash you.
Yeah.
If you are brainwashed, we want to make sure you... Yeah, we want to make sure you're really brainwashed. Like, oh.
And that you'll help us brainwash others.
Yeah, help us brainwash others, yes.
Like,
and P.S.
honestly,
everyone send me money.
Is anyone going to watch Kent Hovind? I mean, they've got Ken Ham now, so it's kind of been
Kent
replaced.
Hovind, I don't know. I mean...
They might have to fight it out.
What's Eric going to do? Is he going to step back now and let his dad take over?
Doesn't look like it if the dude's making YouTube videos.
And from cover to cover, every detail. I believe the Earth is only 6,000 years old. So I like to tell people right up front what I believe and what my position is. So I don't like anybody sneaking up on me.
The Earth is only 4 hours old.
The Bible teaches if you add up the dates that are given in Genesis 5 and Genesis 11, that Adam was 130 when his son was born, and
but
that
if you
boy
add
was
up the
105.
number of hours of my life I actually remember, it adds up to 4. So I'm pretty sure that all of reality is 4 hours old.
You only remember 4 hours of your life?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot, honestly, for him. It's true. No short-term memory whatsoever.
Or long-term.
Yeah.
When his son was born. And this chart you can get in the back of our seminar notebook, available at creationtoday.org, my son's ministry. But if you add up the dates given in the Bible, you'll find what everybody else has found through history that's done this. The Bible dates indicate the earth was created in 6 days about 6,000 years ago. It is not millions or billions of years old. So this timeline kind of indicates...
Oh my God, science is so dumb. Just add up the dates in the Bible. That's way more scientific and accurate.
Yeah, and as we know, the Bible is the unerring word of God. It is definitely true.
Yeah, so
the best source of information on how old the earth is.
Let me just ask you who you're going to trust. Fallible human beings or a perfect God? I mean,
perfect
God.
Exactly. Perfect God every time.
Easy answer.
Duh.
It's not like the Bible could have information misconstrued through translations and manipulation. It's 100% reliable.
Colin.
Are you there?
It says calling still.
Well, we're back on the air.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Scotty is leaving for some reason.
Bye, DJ.
Scotty says bye, everybody. Scotty has quit the show. That's one too many technical problems for him.
Sorry, I think that was probably me.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been on our end too, because we have to. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we may have a connection issue from time to time. So, but yeah, we're back
with Kent.
Yeah, with Kent Hovind.
He's beautiful.
We should try to get him on the show.
Look how big his head is compared to his body. It's kind of weird.
Hold on, I need to share screens with you.
I don't think it's the angle either. Because I've been watching him. And it just looks like he has a really big head.
His head is rather huge.
He does look like he gained weight in prison, because he used to be thinner, didn't he?
His arm looks pretty thin.
Yeah, I don't know. Most people don't gain weight in prison, so that would surprise me a lot. They don't feed you extra food.
Yeah, but all the inmates would shit in his mouth every night, so that's a lot of calories.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Sorry.
What the Bible teaches 6,000 years ago or 4,000 BC, God
Well, it would
created
explain
everything.
why he's full of shit right
Well,
now.
he's used to spewing it.
It's like, I just push this dude aside. It's like if he wants to fucking physically stop me, then I'll push him out of the way. Fuck these people.
Yeah, he's getting in this guy's face.
I would just get around him. If he tried to get, I just throw him to the ground. It's like, I don't care. This dude's in my way. It's like, what is this? What right does he have to fucking stop someone from going to a public university to go hear a speech?
He has every right in the world.
Fuck
Because it's
him.
supporting
Fuck
patriarchy.
him. Fuck him.
He's the
Okay,
face
Fuck
of shit.
him.
Hold on. So even if patriarchy existed in America or in Western civilization in general, then it would still be people's right to fucking support it and be like, yeah, I'm in favor of patriarchy. So you still have no right to be there trying to stop an event from happening.
Yeah, you definitely have a right to protest it, but you don't have a right to try to basically disrupt the event and just like, oh, we're not going to let you go in.
You're doing it really well. Good job.
Good job, Echo Chamber.
Very frustrated. I was studying all today, and I took time out of my studies to come here. Would you like to ask him why he's here?
I'm not sufficiently convinced to receive an answer that isn't what I presented.
Two of my friends committed suicide, and I want the peace of understanding why that happened. Wow. When did this happen? It happened about 2 years ago. It was one after the other like that. Did you expect to get some addressing of suicide issue at the talk here? Yes, I did.
What I have to ask on that.
Damn bad.
Sorry. This guy supports the patriarchy, so you have no right to go and hear the speech.
We hope you...
Feminism, the guy just wants to go hear the speech.
Yeah, and you
or ask a question.
He said he took time out of his studies to go to this lecture.
Maybe he doesn't want the feminist fucking perspective on the issue. Or maybe he was going to get that later. Or maybe he's already fucking gotten it. You know, like, he has the right to go wherever he wants in search of the information that he's looking for.
Not according to these people.
I mean, even morons like the vigilant Christian Mario have the right to go around and, like, search for their own answers in the fucking world. Everyone has that fucking
Yeah,
right.
you should have the right of self-determination and self-realization and to go and study different sources of information. And why wouldn't you?
Depression, both in men, women, and people who don't identify within the binary.
I think everybody's voice should be heard. I wondered why the security was trying to keep me back, and I think it's for my own safety.
This is what you look like. This is what men's rights look like. Like, you showed up to an event. You're basically, it looks like they're probably attacking or fighting with the police there. And this is their chant is, this is what men's rights looks like. This is what you look like. This is what the feminist movement looks like.
This is what giant cunts look like. This is what giant cunts look like. This is what giant cunts look like.
This is what men's rights look like. This is what men's rights.
How delusional.
Fuck you. Tag.
Good.
Why do the police show such restraint now?
This is Canada.
Yeah,
this is the time for them to bust heads.
This is
man.
Canada.
Fucking Canada.
The last time I saw them bust heads was the G20 thing, and they didn't even really do much of that. It was mostly just like tear gassing.
They need to tear gas these bitches.
She wouldn't see me shedding any tears.
How do you sleep at night, man? You fuckers.
How you sleep at night, you fuckers? What a poignant point.
This bitch is drunk.
How you sleep at night, you fuckers?
I've never heard of them before.
We invite you to educate yourself.
So I just wanted to listen to him. I just wanted to see who this guy is and what he's talking about. But now I can't get it.
You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You're fucking scum. You are fucking scum. Fucking rape apologist, incest supporting, woman hating, fucking scum.
Is there someone else I can wait? Does someone follow me?
Fucking scum. Yeah, just another.
I just want to listen.
Wow.
So Why does
So you cost me.
Right.
I would love to, I would just get back to this bitch. You're scum. You're scum. You're scum. Like, what a fucking piece of shit. This person is such a self-entitled piece of shit that probably has not fucking really had one day of suffering in her life compared to the struggles that people in these other countries, third world countries, actually face. To sit here at a fucking privileged ass university in her nice little cozy life to go down. Yes, everyone, hear someone speak. What fucking hardships have you endured in your life besides the patriarchy oppressing you in Canada? Oh my God, a third world backwater. This is a fucking joke. These people are a fucking delusional fucking group of thugs.
Rein it in, Scotty. Rein it on in, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, we have to rein you in now, Scotty.
Rein it on in, Scotty.
Reining you in.
Other people
God,
want
these
to talk
people are
too.
shit.
Other people want to talk, Scotty.
Then fucking talk, you idiot.
Well, I'm trying to talk, Scotty. My question is, why didn't you just hit this bitch? I mean, like, I'd hit her.
You would?
Yeah, if some bitch gets in my face, like, you're scum, you're scum. It's like, boom, you knocked the fuck out, bitch.
Oh, TJ, you're such a fucking misogynist.
You're such a misogynist, TJ. I don't endorse punch her in the face.
I do. She deserves
but
it.
But he's way too calm.
Would you punch a man in the face that came and said that to you?
I am how you say
No.
Sadiq.
I would.
I am a Sadiq.
Anyone who gets in my face starts talking that kind of shit is going to get punched.
Because it's not going to solve the issue.
Unless they look really tough.
I don't want to go to... Well, no. I wouldn't punch anybody because I go to jail.
Well, yeah.
You pussy.
Well, not only that, TJ, you're forgetting that if you did anything like that, there's about 50 cops, it looks like, there that are going to arrest you, and there's about 50 protesters who are going to want to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah, what?
Oh,
okay,
whatever,
have fun.
TJ.
Have fun then.
I would.
Well, whatever. You would not.
I would so.
So is that one of the things you're into, like an angry mob beating the shit out of you?
God,
you know what? I changed my mind. I wouldn't hit her. I would just pull that nose ring out of her fucking nose.
Well, that would like fucking mutilate her.
Good.
Look
I
how
think hitting her would be
Look at what
better.
an image of self-righteousness this is. Just look at her like...
I would say like hitting her would do less damage than tearing a piercing out of her nose because it would like
exactly
tear
correct,
her
Ben.
nose. Well,
rip her fucking nose ring out.
All right, continue.
I'm not even on a side here. I just list as many people as I can.
You know what, though? Why would you pay money to fucking support a fucking rape apologist if you weren't fucking one?
What flawless logic! Why would you pay money to go hear someone speak if you're not exactly like them? So if I went and paid like to a Richard Dawkins event, I must be exactly like him. I studied the same shit in school and like written the same books and have all the same beliefs.
Unless you subscribe 100% to this person's ideology, why would you be here?
Oh, I don't know. Huh?
Fucking scum! Yeah, you should be fucking proud of yourself. These are the fucking men that are going to rape your sisters and the women in your life. You should be fucking ashamed.
You should be ashamed that you actually think that you have a
These are the
valid
men
point.
that are that guy that you've been calling scum that finally got away from your bitch ass. He's gonna be a rapist someday because he's going to some sort of speaking engagement.
Yes.
You know, anyone who listens to this Warren Farrell guy is just a rape-hungry madman.
They're gonna go there and find all the justifications,
And
rationalizations for their rape later on in life.
Oh man, they just wake up in the morning. It's like, you know what I could go for right now? Some rape. Just fucking need rape.
But you're forgetting, it's not gonna happen until after the event. They're gonna go there and like, I'm on the fence about rape. I heard it's bad. I don't know. They're gonna go to the event and they're gonna be like, rape is good. Here's 50 reasons why. And they're gonna go, oh well.
At the end of the seminar, he's like, you know what? Why have I not been raping women all this time?
Yeah.
Now I see the error of my non-raping ways.
That's clearly going to happen.
Rip her nose ring out. Hashtag rip out the ring.
Hashtag rip out the ring.
All pretty terrible people, in my opinion.
So this is the part of the show where we remind everyone to give this video the thumbs up.
Thumbs up!
Where are we right now? We are at 1,264 thumbs up.
We need more. More thumbs. More.
If you want to listen to the Drunken Peasants while you're on the go and you don't have a screen to look at, feel free to hit up our SoundCloud, or you can go to iTunes.
You can follow us on SoundCloud if you're so inclined.
Yes.
But more importantly than any of that shit, thumbs up.
Oh. Also, if you love us and you're not subscribed to us, subscribe. If you hate us and want to make fun of how stupid we are, subscribe.
Yes. That goes for all you little fanboys of that marsupial that we've been feuding with. You can subscribe too. We don't block people unlike some other fucking bitches on the internet.
We can't even block people anymore on YouTube, I don't think.
Not really. You can like hide their comments.
You can hide their comments, but I don't think we bother. We don't really care.
We don't give a fuck.
We know plenty of people hate us.
I really don't
and that's
care.
fine.
I mean, like, I don't care if his fanboys come to our videos.
No, I mean, look, you know, not everyone's
More
going to agree with me.
views for us.
Not everyone's going to agree with us. Who cares? That's life.
Who are we even talking about? No one.
No, no, I'm not talking about anyone. Or anything.
All right, so next video, this is going to be gold. And I'm probably going to end up linking this. I should. I'm going to link this in the description before the end of the night tonight to the original video, which everyone should go watch. This is Mundane Matt, a friend of the show. We've had him on the show before, talking about why he loves Adam Sandler movies. And I told Scotty and TJ about this, and they're like, oh my God, we have to watch this. So
this is not a morally defensible position.
What are you talking about, Scotty? Adam Sandler is so cool.
TJ, please strangle Ben.
No. Because it's accurate. Mundane Matt presents.
How dare you, Mundane Matt?
My worst
Hey,
video
what's
ever.
going on, everybody? My name is Mundane Matt, and you know I'm gonna catch a lot of shit for this video.
Oh, yes, you
and
are.
that's totally fucking okay. But
Is
I
it?
am here to say that I am a fan of Adam Sandler, and I will be until he either retires or dies.
Oh, how
That
do you
is just
say
a fact.
that?
But the thing is, though,
You
my love
have
of Adam Sandler
defiled
goes back
yourself.
like
Matt, how could you do this?
What are you doing, Matt?
Matt,
you're going down the wrong path in life, Matt.
It's 20 years.
You just smoke crack
Okay,
when you
back
watch
during
Adam
the
Sandler
second
movies,
revival
so you
phase
are actually
of
convinced they're good?
fucking Saturday Night Live, and it was him, David Spade, Chris Farley, Tim Meadows, Mike, Myers, Phil Hartman, a ton of just great comedic talent on there, and they put out a lot of really good stuff. And if you ever remember Opera Man, that was his character, on there, and it was really fucking good shit. And then Sandler, he was in a couple movies. I think
I would say he was a strong performer out of that style of comedy.
Yeah,
on SNL, the live.
Sure,
I don't think many people
sketch comedy
take issue
thing.
with Adam Sandler's early career. I think it's been about the last 10 or 15 years that's kind of sunk his reputation.
Okay, how do you feel about Billy Madison then? Because that's pretty old movie now.
I mean, those are the movies when I was exposed to Adam Sandler. And, like, I think the last movie... What was the last Adam Sandler movie you say was good? It was a comedy.
Little Nicky is probably the last one for me.
Yeah, what was that, about the year 2000, maybe?
How do you feel,
How do I feel about Little Nicky?
Yeah, or when was the last good one?
The last good one for me?
I like The Wedding Singer, too. I thought that was cool. Maybe because it was just kind of like a period piece kind of thing.
Fuck. I don't know. I would have to say, probably The Wedding Singer.
Or The Waterboy or something.
I thought The Waterboy was pretty shitty.
You didn't like that one? Okay. I thought it was okay.
I don't know. I thought that one where he had the kid was, all right. But was that, Big Daddy or
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, that was okay. I saw that back in the day.
Wasn't
that being all right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That was probably 2000 or something.
I think he had some pretty terrible, like the Grown Ups movies.
Oh god.
Oh, Jack and
Those
Jill.
are fucking terrible.
Jack and Jill or Mr. Deeds.
And the fact that he the budgets for Jack and Jill was what was it, $70 million or something? And you can say, oh, Hollywood overinflates the budget, but it's Adam Sandler was fucking cashing a huge paycheck off all of these movies.
And they're all shit quality.
Yeah, and the movies are shit quality. No one likes them. Go to the IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes ratings for these movies. They're
But even
abysmal.
if you just look at the shots, I mean, there's no evidence
budget.
of the budget on the screen
up
at
to
all.
Billy Madison. There was this one where he was like a comedian on a cruise ship. I saw it once at Target, and it didn't look appealing. But Billy Madison is what propelled him to fame, right? I mean, I remember seeing that movie when I was 13, 14, somewhere in there, and going to school, and everyone at school was like, Nudie Magazine Day, you know, and quoting the movie non-fucking stop, right? You know, everyone knows cool kids pee their pants, you know, I mean, shit like that was something, at least for me as a teenager,
We're talking about a movie that was made about
something we
20
quoted a lot.
years ago at this point. I mean, I understand that this is kind of give it a backstory for why you like him, but, I mean, you're really reminiscing about way back in his career. I mean, Adam Sandler has made so many shit movies since his prime.
Let's just go to like his IMDb page or something. Scotty, open up his IMDb, or I'll do it.
You're gonna do it? Okay.
I'm gonna just open up Adam Sandler's IMDb page here for a second, so we can list some of the movies he's been in.
I mean, I can understand an argument being made that early on in his career he made some good movies, and people were like, and I would say the general perception of him was he was pretty funny. You know, he was in a lot of funny stuff, but I mean, the last 10 or 15 years, it just seems like he's been, and mainly misses, and mainly it's just been about the money.
Adam Sandler. How is this not pulling it up already?
Can't even fucking search IMDb properly, huh, TJ?
I guess not.
You want me to do it, TJ?
I already found it.
Want me to do it, TJ?
Quiet.
Want to help you, TJ?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Fucking retard.
You're a fucking... I can actually search IMDb, TJ. How am I that retarded? If I can do something you can't do.
I don't know. Just be quiet. All right, so... be fucking quiet, you piece of shit.
I refuse.
What is going on here? This isn't even the right page. I pressed all filmography and it's taking me some other fucking page.
You're garbage.
Shut up. All right, here's
okay,
actor.
Finally.
All right, I got it here.
Finally.
I'm going back to the beginning of his career and working our way up so we could figure out where exactly it all went to shit.
Okay.
All right. Apparently he was on the Cosby Show. That's weird. All right. So we'll start around when he actually got a career, which is like Billy Madison in 1995.
Okay, so start with Billy Madison. Okay, so what do you think of that movie?
1995. Billy Madison is okay. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
it's okay. I've rewatched it. I don't think it really holds up very well.
No, I mean neither Billy Madison nor Happy Gilmore. I mean they were fun when we were kids, but they don't hold up now.
No.
His very next movie after those was Bulletproof with Damon Wayans.
An awful movie.
Terrible fucking movie.
Awful movie.
The Wedding Singer was okay.
Yeah, it's an okay movie.
Waterboy I thought was shit.
Thought it was okay.
Then it was Big Daddy and Little Nicky, which I was not too impressed with either of those.
Okay.
But I mean, I would say they're watchable.
Sure.
Punch Drunk Love, which is like pretty much his only real movie in his entire career.
Yeah.
Then pretty much after this, I would say 2002, it goes to total shit. It's Mr. Deeds, which is fucking lousy.
Terrible
Eight
movie.
Crazy Nights, which is just wretched.
Oh, wow. We should talk about something with 8 Crazy Nights. The end of that movie is basically an homage to advertising.
Yes, it basically
Literally.
sucks the dick of every corporate sponsor
What was the one with
imaginable.
the magical remote?
Oh, Click.
Yeah, that one
there's
was garbage.
Anger Management, that sucked.
That was a dumb movie.
50 First Dates, The Longest Yard,
Oh,
Click.
Terrible, terrible.
I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
That was okay.
Don't Mess with the Zohan.
No.
Never saw it. Looked
Garbage.
terrible.
Garbage.
You saw it?
Well, Yeah, I did.
Oh, God. Oh, Ben's
like,
Ben, what were you on?
I did.
Did you eat like a bag of shrooms and smoke like, 10 joints and like trip on acid? And someone was like, hey, Ben, don't want to mess with the Zohan? And Ben's like, yeah, that sounds great.
Then there's the grown-ups and Just Go With It and Jack and Jill and That's My Boy and fucking Grown-Ups 2 and
Grown-Ups 2. What a masterpiece.
I've never even heard of this one, The Cobbler and Blended, and now he's going to do Pixels and I guess Hotel Transylvania 2. So I mean, like, his career has mostly been total shit for the last. I mean, there's been like a few.
It became like establishment entertainment.
Right, he's not like when he bursts on the scene with Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, it's like he's like this new comedic voice and shit. But it's
So
real.
Waterboy was a downturn for you?
I would say Waterboy was almost like around the point where it started going downhill.
I would say I like The Wedding Singer and Little Nicky both better than the Waterboy.
But the thing about Adam Sandler too is he's never really evolved as a comedian. It's like he's pretty much done the same thing.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he does a funny voice.
Shampoo is better, Scotty. No.
It's been so famously made fun of on shows like Family Guy. It's like
Scotty.
It's kind of rooted in that as well. That's one of the reasons why I like the guy. Then you get like Happy Gilmore, which I mean, let's face it. Up until then, you know what good movies were there for golf? There was Caddyshack, obviously, which is the best golf movie ever.
Yes.
And then there's Caddyshack 2, which is the worst golf movie.
Which I think they
ever
got.
made. But then you get like Happy Gilmore,
Only one
which
of the
is
original actors
really fucking
for, like,
hysterical. The whole
that
thing
bit
with
role.
Bob Barker and The Price is Wrong, bitch, and Shooter McGavin, and all the stupid zany shit like Ben Stiller as the old folks home, employee that's abusive to the elderly. And
I would
everything.
say that's probably his
I mean,
best
like
comedy
the movie was
for me.
ridiculous, but it's also
But I would
really
still say
fucking
it's not,
funny.
like, I wouldn't
and you
consider
can
it a
quote
great comedy or
Same
anything.
with The Waterboy, right? The Waterboy. It's the whole thing with like Gatorade, H2O, Gatorade, H2O.
Do you remember The Big Show was in that movie?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, The Big Show was funny.
Captain Insano. He's
When they,
like,
like,
I'm sure
laughed at
he's
him.
still a virgin.
The only thing I don't remember anyone quoting any of that shit from that movie. The only thing I remember anyone quoting for that movie was that Rob Schneider line, like, "You can do it all night long."
Water Sucks was quoted a lot too.
Was it?
Remember Water Sucks? You remember
It's
that?
funny, and that's where the whole thing of Rob Schneider's character of "You can do it" came from, and that was a running gag between
Rob
Schneider
Schneider's
films and
terrible.
Adam Sandler movies. In fact, on Rob Schneider starring vehicles, Sandler would show up as the "You can do it" guy, like because they're friends and everything, right?
Yeah, they're all. It's like, I guess, two turds in a toilet are bound to strike up a friendship, right?
Two flies on a piece of shit. Yeah.
That's another thing with Sandler too. Is Sandler and Happy Madison Productions essentially have created a production company
tell you what,
for his
though.
friends to make movies to keep.
I kind of liked.
For his friends make money, you mean?
What was it, Grandma's Boy or something like that?
Oh, don't even fucking.
No.
Wow.
Don't get me started on that piece of shit, dude.
Well, it is a piece of shit, but it's like a great movie.
No.
It's a stoner movie.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
not
said.
even.
That's
no.
what I meant to say.
There's not enough marijuana in the fucking face of the
Oh,
earth
you're
to
stupid.
enjoy that piece of shit.
Yeah, well,
it's garbage.
So, do you feel the same way about like Cheech and Chong movies too?
I never got into them.
Okay, well, there you
I
go.
think it's poor TJ's time.
His friends working. I can't really fault the guy for that. Grandma's Boy. Fucking love that
garbage.
Movie. Adam Sandler produced
Garbage.
Happy Madison Productions, right? Yeah, he wasn't in it, but it was
We keep talking about stuff before he mentions it in this video.
I know, it's
weird.
pretty crazy.
really fucking good. You got things like The Hot Chick, which is, again, stupid fun. But that...
Okay, I agree with the first two words you used to describe
it's like... it's kind of like he's taking like a good nature approach to everything. Like, oh, it was stupid, but it was like fun. But it's like it really wasn't funny. It's like you go see a comedy. I mean, I don't have to laugh like every scene doesn't have to be a hit. But when I just watch a comedy and I'm like this, like that's not really. It's not the purpose of watching a comedy. I'm supposed to find something that's amusing about it.
I feel like TJ though. He's like, what reason can I come up with to hate this movie?
I honestly think that is TJ's outlook on cinema or like pop
And
culture.
restaurants.
Yeah, it's
too.
like it's a TJ. It's like you have to like shock TJ where it's like it was actually really good.
Oh my god, I didn't. Yeah.
It used to be before Rotten Tomatoes. You guys should get TJ to see a lot of movies, but now the internet is so like just everywhere. It's in your pocket.
Other people say I shouldn't like this, so I'm not.
Exactly. It's like he's like, I don't want to see that movie. Actually, it was funny. I'm like,
Well,
TJ.
I know I happen to mostly agree with the critics, so
I'm like, TJ.
if there's a
such
movie,
a follower, such a follower.
If there's a movie that has fucking 4%, I'm gonna assume it's probably
You're a
no good.
following piece of
Man,
shit.
it was actually pretty funny. I'm like, okay, TJ, me and Steve are gonna see Terminator, and he's like, I'm not gonna see that shit. I'm like, oh, you can finish up that work then. I think I'll go.
God, you are so fucking lazy.
You know what though? I went and saw it, and it was legitimately a piece of shit.
It was pretty bad.
So I was right, and I should never have gone.
Sandler produced. But then you look at Sandler's own films
So
too.
do the
Like
work
Big
and make
Daddy
up
was
for it.
actually a pretty well made movie. It was funny and it was sweet and it was poignant, right? And it was
all right.
it was good. But
It's
look at him
all right.
as a dramatic actor. Punch Drunk Love. Fuck man, that movie isn't.
Okay, one fucking time he did a successful dramatic role.
And
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy
There was another
movie.
movie he did about like a 9/11 survivor thing, which I didn't think was a very good movie.
No, that was, you're talking about Rain Over Me
Yeah,
or some shit.
I think he had a
It's
pretty
garbage.
pretty weak performance in the film.
Yeah, he was in that movie Spanglish too, but that was pretty much an overrated piece of Oscar bait crap.
Yeah.
insane. That's really good. Reign Over Me, where he plays the widower of a 9/11 attack victim. His wife and daughter were killed in 9/11, and all he does is retreat into himself, unable to break out of the sadness, and just play.
Literally, almost any actor could have played that role better. I'm sorry, you're a moron if you think that he fucking did well in that role.
Oh shit!
Wow. Shadow of the Colossus. It's a really, really, really good and well-made movie.
What is
fucking
it?
watch Spanglish. Again, well-acted,
Spanglish
well-made,
No.
good fucking movie.
No.
Sandler is a.
You're drinking some Sandler Kool-Aid, because if I guarantee you, you have a Sandler fucking boner, because if anyone else was in that movie, Spanglish, you would not think it was a good movie. Because it's not. It's just a tepid piece of boring, fucking generic Hollywood Oscar bait bullshit. Like, oh, we can hit all the right Oscar bait fucking moments and shit. We're gonna have we're gonna have the sad moment where they don't know if things are gonna go all right, and then it's like, oh, will they, or will there be a tragic end? Because it's a drama, so it could go either way. But then they go with the inspiring ending. It's like, who do I admire most? My mother, because she worked her fucking ass off. Oh my God, America! God bless America!
I love this country.
We have pandered to everyone. Please give us an Oscar.
No.
Good actor, right? And maybe lately he's been kind of phoning it in. I think that he hasn't.
Oh, okay. Come on. Lately, he's been phoning in for the last 10 years at least.
10 or 15. And not only that, the fact that he is a good actor, or can be,
makes it worse.
That just makes it worse. That just makes it all the more unforgivable.
Yeah, it's like, look, Adam Sandler could actually, I actually truly believe this, could probably be in some pretty decent movies if they actually took the budget, instead of just patting his friend's wallet and his own, actually put some money into the production of and quality of the film, and not just some phoned-in story, some phoned-in performances, and where's my fucking paycheck? Which is pretty obvious.
And where's my friend's paychecks?
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I mean, I understand his position. Why would he not exploit that? He's one of the few people in the world that actually can exploit that. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that he's a good comedian or he's a great actor. And I mean, he has demonstrated at times he can actually turn in a good performance. But like TJ said, that makes it all the worse.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Ben clicked off of this shit. Now I can't make it go anymore.
We'll just have to sit here and play cards.
Gonna play our cards.
Got any threes?
Nope. Go fish.
Got any threes?
Yep.
Huh? Oh, I guess I gotta go fish again.
Trying to make it go.
Yeah.
Been challenged lately. That might be the problem. You look at things like The Cobbler that came out a few.
The problem is that Adam Sandler hasn't been challenged by a role lately.
That doesn't make any sense, because Adam Sandler pretty clearly has discretion over what movies he's in at this point in his career. Like, he can just
he produces half of them fucking self.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pixels is the exception to something that's not been produced by him. And Pixels just came out and was just shredded by critics. Apparently, it's one of the dumbest movies that come out in quite a while, and I mean, look, if you could even go look this up, where people are like, Adam Sandler really is at this point almost not a movie star. He's like kind of just like some guy that economically exploits studios and investors into funding these shit projects that aren't even profitable.
Months ago,
except him,
nobody knew about it, nobody fucking saw it, and it's on Netflix right now, right? It's just it's on Netflix. Like, it came and went. No one fucking saw it. And then you get things like Pixels that are coming out. Pixels, people are shitting on today. The reviews are shitting on it completely. And I'm like, I think you fuckers missed the point. First off, I don't think you fuckers play video games.
You're really going to say everyone that's going to review
I don't even
movie,
know what Pixels is about, except for the whole
aliens
retro video game.
Aliens invade Earth, and they take the form of old video game characters.
Okay.
That's the plot of the
Why
movie.
am I interested or excited about
you get
that?
to see Pac-Man
with Adam Sandler.
And Adam Sandler gets to fight Pac-Man.
I mean, I don't think it stems from simply I don't like video games, so I don't like this movie. I don't see why anyone that's a critic would seriously say that. I mean, maybe some of them have, but I mean, I think even the user ratings were pretty low overall when you look at that data. I don't really think
all those people hate video games.
Yeah,
it's not like video games are popular in culture or anything.
That doesn't really make any sense as an answer. I mean, I'm sure some people are biased against video games. Oh, it's a lame video game movie.
I have not seen the movie, but here's my theory about why it probably is bad. Adam Sandler's in it and he's not funny, and then everyone else who's in it is even less funny than him. So it's probably bad. It's probably bad because it's a comedy that's not fucking even slightly funny.
Has Adam Sandler ever made you laugh, and if so, what was it?
Oh, I'm sure he's made me laugh.
I mean, look, for the movies he's made. I've laughed from Adam Sandler movies.
You know, yeah, sure. I mean, like I laughed.
What about his
about Billy Madison and Happy?
Have you ever heard his
Gilmore
comedy album that he put out back in the day?
Yeah, I had.
That was pretty good.
I had a couple of those, and I thought they were funny. But I mean, that was back when he was a comedian instead of a fucking shill.
True.
Just like you, TJ.
I don't care.
Oh, burn, bitch. Fucking amazing sellout.
If I'm a sellout, you a sellout too, bitch.
I'm not a sellout, TJ. How dare you say that?
No, yeah. If he is, then you definitely.
How dare you say that?
Yeah.
I've never sold out once.
Good point. Really even like grew up playing Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Centipede, Space Invaders. Like I made.
Okay, I'm sorry, but even if that is the case, playing those games should not be a prerequisite to liking this movie.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about an adaptation of a piece of something that exists, like let's say it's a comic book or whatever, you shouldn't have to be like, I read every single comic, like Avengers comic and all these other storylines, so that's the only way I can enjoy, these Marvel films. Wrong. That'd be a total failure if that was the only way you could enjoy them. And same thing with video games. Even if someone has no interest in video games, the movie should still entertain them and still kind of bring them in like, oh, this is that. This just looks like a phoned-in concept that's trying to popularize retro gaming and nostalgia and saying, look at all this nostalgia shit. Watch this movie.
Be the generation past the arcade generation, at least the original arcade generation. But I still played a lot of those games in arcades. One of my best friends growing up, his family had a garage that was like an arcade. They had all those old games. We played those all the time. So I had like an affinity, a love for those kind of games. And I think that's what Pixels is. I mean, it's based on a short film that was viral on YouTube. I mean, what more are you going to fucking expect from this? Like, it's not going to be The Godfather, right?
Yeah, but here's the difference. I have not seen the video you're talking about, but that video was probably made with some real passion for video games and some sincerity, and it probably worked better as the concept that it originally was. And now it's like, hey, let's make some phoned-in, phony-ass fucking movie with a bunch of famous people that could give a shit less and are just there for a paycheck. There's a lot of difference between...
we'll give Adam Sandler fucking $15 million and he'll show up and fucking say a few lines.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, even if you're saying the defense of like, oh, there's a lot more to this, it's like, yeah, but there's probably there's a chasm in that. The people that made that didn't probably expect the video to be a viral hit.
It is pronounced chasm, Scotty.
Okay, whatever, TJ. Chasm.
Not chasm, you fucking moron.
Did he say chasm?
He said chasm.
I might have, whatever. I don't care.
Chasm.
That's so ironic because the other day I was listening to Glenn Beck make fun of John Kerry, and John Kerry said chasm, and Glenn Beck's like, ha ha, you idiot, it's pronounced chasm. And it was almost exactly the same as the conversation you two just had.
I've always knew that me and
Oh, TJ's like that, but you know what? If you correct TJ on any little thing, he's it's like, if you ask TJ any question about history or anything that he like, because TJ is much better at much better handle of the English language than I ever will. But anything else like math or science, TJ is like such a poor student.
TJ, who was on the Allied powers in World War II? Name the country.
I don't know. Let's move on.
It's a condensed summer blockbuster popcorn flick about video game aliens that try to wipe out Earth. It's extreme summer fare. That's what it is. You look at things with Sandler and, you go back to like The Wedding Singer and 50 First Dates and Blended. When he works with Drew Barrymore, there's chemistry there. Those movies are good. Blended was...
Okay, but you're like literally listing all of his old movies.
Yeah, it's like you're going back in time and saying, you know what, I thought he had some really authentic and true performances, and it's like, you know what, if you feel that way, that's great, but at the same time, it's like you have to go back to the past. And, it's not saying, hey, every movie Adam Sandler has to be in has to be the best movie of his career, it has to be a hit, it has to be, groundbreaking, but at the same time, it's so clear that he's just been phoning this shit in for years. I mean, you can defend him all you want and say, I like him no matter what. That's fine, but at the same time, I don't really see how it's defensible from the last 10 or 15 years.
No, you can't. He's shit, and everyone just needs to accept it.
Actually pretty goddamn funny. Not as funny as 50 First Dates or as The Wedding Singer.
I don't think those movies are especially
But it was
funny.
Still pretty good, but not a lot of people saw it. And I think the issue with that, too, is the timing of the movies coming out, right? It's like Blended came out Memorial Day weekend, I think, like up against X-Men Days of Future Past. So people were going to go see X-Men. Pixels is coming out on its own weekend. It's a big push from Sony, so that's going to do pretty well. The Cobbler was something that was just, I'm not too sure how the hell that happened, but it did. Those kind of things.
Okay, here's the real reason. People don't trust Adam Sandler to actually deliver something that's funny and quality anymore. His audience is finally wising up to the fact that he's not the young comedian that's full of passion that wants to fucking make you laugh. He's the guy that wants to exploit his fame to make money. And that's it. Full stop.
Yeah.
Happen with movies. And now that Sandler is, I think, here's what I think happened. I think he was tied into to working with Sony. I think he signed a contract through Happy Madison Productions to work with Sony. And now that that's up and over with, he's looking to move on to do other stuff. Because here's the way, like, to give you an understanding too, Channing Tatum hated G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra. He hated it. But he was signed to a 3-picture deal with Paramount. And what that means is that basically they go, we want you for this movie. You have to do this movie or else we will sue you. And so what I wonder is if Sandler had a deal like that worked out with Sony where he was signed to a multi-picture deal and he just had to put out movies, right? And he could do pretty much whatever the fuck he wanted. I mean, look at, that's
so this is basically his excuse for his shitty output over the years. It's like he was just fulfilling an obligation to Sony.
Yeah, but even if he said like, okay, but he can pretty much do whatever he wants, and it's like, well, there's still nothing preventing him from making good movies.
Right? Why couldn't he make good movies for Sony?
Yeah. I mean, Adam Sandler has way more leeway in the film industry than most people ever get. Most actors do not get to just decide, I'm going to be in this movie, I'm going to be the star, and this is how it's going to happen. That's not how it works in 99% of the cases.
Yeah, Adam Sandler has all of those decisions.
He has way more autonomy than most people.
And yet he makes, like, schlocky crap that, is
costs
not
nothing
very
and
funny.
is ultra profitable to him and his friends.
Has these huge budgets, but you never see any of it on screen. It pretty much just gets funneled to him and his friends' pockets. Basically, like, you get to make a shitload of money for being in this substandard movie that, we're basically going to sell to America as like, hey, it's the next funny Adam Sandler comedy.
Grown Ups is the epitome of that.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Grown Ups is like the worst one.
Hey, all my friends, let's be in a movie
Hey,
together.
Chris Rock and David Spade and what's that fat guy, Kevin James? Oh, we're all going to be hanging out.
Yep.
It's going to be funny.
My Boy, which I finally watched a few months ago, and my God, I laughed my ass off. That movie was so fucking...
No, that movie
Monday
was
Matt, I
fucking...
do not agree with your taste in movies.
What the fuck are you talking about? You
think that was
you have a
funny.
strange sense of humor, man.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's strange. We just have a very different one.
It's strange, and also it's wrong.
A typical TJ response.
Funny. I loved it because it was so stupid. And I think that's the thing too, is these people that are hating on Adam Sandler now, for the most part, are doing this from what I call the Family Guy approach, where Family Guy is the exact same thing that it was in 1999 when it premiered on Fox. 16 years ago is when Family Guy first premiered on Fox, and is the exact same thing. The humor is the same. All the cutaway jokes are the same. It has not grown up at all, but its audience has. Right? So the core audience that loved it back in the day will probably find a few redeeming factors about it, but might not be as hardcore because they've grown and the show hasn't, right? Mm-hmm. So if you take that same idea and you apply it to Adam Sandler, you can then see that his comedy stylings haven't grown, right? But the audience has. And so it does appeal to younger generations and younger demographics, but his more older fan base that loved him back in the day might be tired of seeing the same thing. And
it's not even that I'm tired of seeing the same thing. It's not even that he's doing the same thing he used to do, although that's bad enough. It's actually that he's regressed into a point where he does it, but he does it rotely and mechanically rather than with any sort of genuine passion for the material. I don't think that Adam Sandler, has the goal of making people laugh anymore. I really don't see him as giving comedic performances so much as just like, here's the part where I do this thing that I always do, and then here's the part where I do this thing that I always do. I don't think it's even centered around an audience and like, let's amuse and entertain this audience that's out there. I think it's just about, I'm going to do the stuff that I've been doing for years, and hopefully the money just keeps on pouring in.
And it will.
Oh, it'll pour in for a while. I mean, and also, I mean, with the show, it's like the comparison to show is, to me, it kind of rings a little false because when you have a show, it's like, any show like Dexter. You don't expect Dexter in the first 2 seasons to be like, it's about a serial killer. Then the third season, he's like, well, I find Jesus, and now the rest of him is like, I'm trying to go on missionary work. That's not what you signed up for. It's the same thing with Family Guy. I mean, yeah, audiences definitely grow. You mean, when you're 13, you watch a show, and it has all these jokes like, that's funny because they said, boob. I mean, that definitely plays a role in it. But in Adam Sandler's case, Adam Sandler's been all over the board. Like you said, he's made dramatic roles. He's had some that are, kind of darker comedy. I mean, he's been all over the place. If Adam Sandler is really a true artist, then none of these the things should even really be a detriment. They should just be challenges that he can overcome as an artist or a comedian.
But instead, he makes schlock.
And he's even said that. He even said at one point, I don't think Adam Sandler's been challenged enough. Adam Sandler, if he's not being challenged externally, should challenge himself. I mean, he's in a position where his work is seen by millions and millions of people. I mean,
that makes sense.
I mean, honestly, to me, it just seems like he squandered a golden opportunity. That's what I really feel about Adam Sandler.
Yep.
He has everything else to really say about
I
him.
think we could actually end on that note.
Yeah.
We could end the show.
We could end the show on that note. All right, everybody, if you like the show, give us a thumbs up. Please support our Patreon. If you want to see any of the private, you want to see the private show next month, you want to see the private commentary next month, you want to do the hangout next month, sign up, patreon.com/DP. And also, remember, if you're already a patron, if you're, I don't know what dollar level it is, but our Google Hangout for our patrons, $25 patrons is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, so be sure to tune in and check that out. The links will be sent to you on the Patreon.
Jim Ass will be here.
The return of Jim Ass.
The return of Jim Ass this Friday.
Yes.
He's paying us $20,000 this time.
$30,000. Are you
is it 30?
joking?
Yep.
He offered us $20,000, and me and Ben were just like, "Are you kidding? I don't jerk off for $20,000, Jim Ass. We need $30,000." $30,000 fucking dollars. Jim Ass delivered it to us, and then he blew Ben.
Yep.
That was part of the deal too. Ben was like, you know what? Even this is enough. You have to suck my dick. And Jim Ass, he did it right away.
It felt weird because he has a goatee.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Ben said it was a toothy, bad blowjob, but he's like, you know what? You did give us the $30,000, so I'll still let you come on the show.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Fuck you, TJ.
And good luck.